also known as Audra, and her girlfriend Lisa could not be here tonight. But they wanted me to go ahead and read this to you. Here are the thoughts from the Lesbos. We are honored to know Mr. Jim Dutka. We're so pleased he's become a part of our family that we are asking him the biggest favor of all, escorting our mom Muriel down the aisle for our wedding in June. Our love for Jim as a brother and friend will never end. We started to make a list of his endearing qualities that we were a little concerned about before the big event takes place. We call it our top 10 reasons to be concerned about Jim. Number 1, will he get nervous and begin humming his favorite tune, Billie Jean is at my front door? Will he cut that hair? Obviously he has. Number 3, will he fall asleep after the appetizer station? Number 4, when dinner is served, will he scream, "What, no fucking bacon?" Number 5, will the Rumplemans flow like wine? Number 6, will he wear the socks with sandals? Bergen socks? Number 7, will he fall asleep after dinner? Number 8, will he show off his "fuck yeah" iconic symbol when the official in the ceremony asks, "Does anyone have any reason this marriage should not take place?" Number 9, will he fall asleep after dessert or just keep asking where the pumpkin crisp is? And number 10, will the drink of the night be the BP oil spill? We love you, Jimmy, and wish we could be there for your big day. You're really one of the coolest guys who's ever met. Well, not the coolest, but somewhere in the bottom third, but at least you made the list. Love you and happy birthday. Next stop, assisted living. Love, Aubrey and Lisa. I also have one for you from Jeff and Paula, who also could not be here tonight. It's horrible. Terrible. Please let Jimmy know we feel lots of love for him, but also would like to hear the afternews of what went down. Jimmy's become a close part of both Paula's and my adventures, and we wish him only the best on this landmark birthday. Jimmy's and my talks have become an enjoyable part of my evenings, and yet a total waste of brain power. But have been all about love, nonsense, and complete nothing, but have been wonderful to say the least. Never change. We love you, Jimmy. All right, I've got one more to read later, but who's up? Greg? Mr. Tirico, you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right. I'm going to turn the mic over to Jimmy's good friend, Greg. Let's give him a hand. Give you a hand, not Jimmy.
All right.
Hey, on toilet paper? On toilet paper? On toilet paper?
Hey, everybody.
Hey.
Here's some fun facts. The population of Thailand is 63 million people. It is twice the size of Wyoming. Its chief exports are textiles and rice. Each year, approximately 13,000 people are killed in car accidents in Thailand. The climate in Thailand...
Wrong page!
I'm just going to skip to the last part.
Oh, come on.
None of you know Jimmy like I do. Not you. Not you. Not you. Not nobody knows Jimmy like I do.
I know.
No one.
I know Jimmy.
I can't even tell you what we've been through. Because we made a pact more important than blood. What I can tell you is this. This is not Jimmy's first marriage. There was a whore in Las Vegas a couple of years ago.
Tell it!
That's where the speech
glad you and Melissa made it. All right, Jimmy, we got a few fun technology facts about the year 1972. You like technology? HBO launched its first as the first subscription cable service. You're gonna love this. Nixon ordered the start of the space shuttle program. Apollo 16 landed on the moon. Bullshit, by the way.
It happened, man!
No, it didn't. Alright, side note, I will never forget being in the Air and Space Museum with Jimmy and his 3 nephews and me telling the kids that they never landed on the moon. Woo! And Jimmy and his brother getting so angry at me that they were ready to throw me over a railing. I did not ruin Santa Claus, they were like 15 of them.
Go Tooth Fairy, man!
Digital watches were introduced that year for the people who couldn't read, time. And Atari kicked off its first generation of video games with the first release of Pong. It was also the first year of use of the optical fiber and the artificial heart. There you go. Which you might need by tomorrow, exactly, because you are 40 now. All right, anybody else? Who's next? Mark Mant? Yeah, come on. Yeah, come on. I'm going to retreat to the back and get the cake.
Marky Mark!
Yeah. Hey, first, let me apologize for Sarah. She's not really known for stand-up. She's more known for laying down.
You need to say,
Hey, Mark.
They've been playing this for a while.
Hey, Mark. That's my daughter. You see how big I am, Mark?
how big
Hey,
is he, Mark?
You see how big I am, Mark?
Where's Charlie when I need him? Where's Charlie?
Hey, Mark.
I'll meet you outside.
I'll meet you outside.
A lot of people were asking over the past couple months why we're roasting Jimmy and not Mark Ryder. Well, these are both their birthdays.
Material.
I told Mark, I said, listen, Mark, a roast is not for a dignified person. A roast is like something you do to a pig. Plus, Obama says it's not politically correct to make fun of homosexuals. Mark, you got no date tonight. You got no date tonight, Mark.
I got Jimmy.
He's never been good at getting girls to come. Anyway. No, I don't mean to stand up here and pick on Mark. He's a really generous guy. He gave his last girl herpes. No charge. No orgasm either.
Fucker.
Bastard.
No, seriously, Sarah and Matt Ivy, they worked really hard to put this together for everybody. So everybody give Sarah and Matt a hand here. I don't know if everyone knows. I think most of the people know that Jimmy and Sarah, they were together for a long time. And I was actually there when they first hooked up. I was just in it's like a room like right around the corner. And they were kissing. And so, sorry, by the way.
Don't be afraid of the daddy, be afraid of the mama.
They were just kissing. And Jimmy goes, oh! Mark Ryder uses more tongue.
Where'd that come from?
And Sarah said, well, least now I know what Mark Ryder's dick tastes like. No, all right, guys, hold on. A lot of people say, listen, a lot of people say Jimmy's just obnoxious drunk.
Well.
Okay. Thank everybody. I'd like to thank everybody for coming tonight, first off. All right, that didn't work. Oh!
Don't say it.
Do it.
Greg Tirico, everybody. You know, he gave the first little speech. I don't know, you guys probably don't know Greg Tirico that well.
He's the man.
Get that right. But Greg's a little nuts. But Jimmy's actually had him in his mouth.
Oh wait, it was like nuts in your mouth. Got it.
I got it.
Red light.
It's bad. It's bad. Going downhill.
You started. It was up here, now you're down there.
Listen, before I go on, I got a few more things. I want to make sure everybody has their cell phones turned off. We don't want you guys getting any calls, so you all know what it's like to be Mark Ryder.
Thanks a lot, dude.
Jimmy's still here.
You look ridiculous.
Yeah, you do look. It's 39 in here. For those of you that don't know Jimmy real well, he's not just a brilliant, old, incontinent drunk. He's also a best friend and a great business partner. And I really am amazed that you get so much done at work when, statistically speaking, you should be dead. I don't want to sit here and say Jimmy drinks a lot, but his liver is so black and bloated, his doctor nicknamed it Oprah.
Oh, that was bad.
That was good.
That was bad.
Where's the hook?
And Jimmy once breathed into a breathalyzer, and the readout was like, whoa, 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 one at a time, fellas. Seriously though, Jimmy, you look great. You look great tonight. Did you know they sell light beer now? You fat hairy fuck. Oh wait, I can't call you Harry anymore. He cuts hair.
He cut his hair.
I was so tired of looking at that big, clumpy, matted down hair. Close your legs.
They're close.
Seriously though, Jimmy's going to be really pissed when people explain these jokes to him later. Did you guys know that Jimmy's on the Barter's Dart team? Right? Yeah. A lot of people know that, right? He's not our strongest player, or that good looking, actually. But sometimes we're in a doubles match together, and I'll get up the board and I'll shoot 20, 20, 20, and I'll turn and look for Jimmy. It's his turn. He's off shooting Jaeger. That's about the only way he hits triples. But sometimes you order a double. Well, actually, I got some other stuff, but I'm gonna give it up. I'm gonna hand it off. Thank you all for coming and honoring these two fellas here. And from the bottom of my heart, go fuck yourself.
Thank you, Mark. Thank you, Mark. It was nice to see you got the floaty out for the occasion.
What's the floating? What's the floating?
All right, Matt or Carol, will one of you please bring the cake over? Mike Gogolin cannot be here right now, but he did make you a cake. Oh, he made you a great cake. This is part of your iconic fuck yeah. Jimmy thought he came up with something real creative one night. He just started going around telling everyone that, you know how you go, fuck you? And then he go, yeah, fuck yeah. So a couple weeks ago when I was at the beach with my mom and my sisters, my mom decided to start spreading that around. So if y'all hear it, it was originally trademarked by Jimmy. Some men in Wisconsin now know how to do it, as do all the people in Amelia Island.
Hey. What happens on the beach stays on the beach.
So there's your fuck yeah cake. Please take a moment to make a wish and blow out your candles. Oh yeah, we should.
Too late.
No, you blew out your candles, but we're gonna sing you happy birthday, but I screwed that up and was pulling it up. No, it's not going in your face. You get to eat it. I believe it's white chocolate with a strawberry. This is for you. May 19th, in 1962, Marilyn Monroe sang that for JFK for his 45th birthday, which was 10 days later, but that happened on your birthday. And she did die 3 months later, but I know how much you like Marilyn Monroe, so we thought that was appropriate. But if everyone wants to sing Happy Birthday to Jimmy, let's go ahead. Who's gonna sing? I'm not starting it because I can't sing. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Jimmy.
And Mark!
Happy birthday to you. All right, Jimmy Norris, have you had enough to drink? Jesus, Jimmy. I'm gonna rip that thing out of your eye. Get you up here. Uh-oh, here comes Patrick. Any other takers in the back for right now? Uh-oh.
Can we get a shot for Jimmy?
Yes, we can.
Immediately. Let's talk about Spanish Jimmy for a minute. Spanish Jimmy wakes up every morning and looks in the mirror. And he says, "Hello, Spanish Jimmy." And Spanish Jimmy says to him, "Hola. ¿Cómo estás?" How are you doing? Spanish Jimmy says, "You're gonna have a good day." American Jimmy says, "I don't think so. I'm gonna have a bad day of drinking shots and dirty Jägermeister." I'm gonna kill it. It's the time that me and Jimmy did dirty needles with heroin in Mexico. Jimmy had sex with a Tijuana hooker. this is true. And that's all I'll say about this, because I believe someone's parents are here.
I got a couple of words. Maybe I shouldn't have come.
Mr. Steve Pace.
The hippie!
All right, here comes our hippie speech.
I love this guy so much. Sarah told me, she said, yeah, come over here and roast Jimmy. And I said, man, that's going to be a tough one because this guy is so cool to everybody. To give him a hard time just is really difficult. I don't have anything prepared, but I can tell you a couple of things that are pretty damn funny. One thing that just occurred to me, just sitting here and listening to some of the backstories, is my wife, Christina, so funny one time. I said, Jimmy, I saw your girlfriend at Varner's. He said, what girlfriend? I said, Sarah. He said, that's not my girlfriend. That same afternoon, Christina called me. She said, well, I just run into, Jimmy and Sarah in Augusta. I said, well, what were they doing? Well, they were visiting Sarah's parents. I said, sure, everybody goes to Augusta with their not girlfriend to meet their parents. So I had to bust his chops a little bit for that one. And the other thing that I love about Jimmy, he might be halfway in the middle of a conversation with somebody. Hey, what's the weather going to do tomorrow? It's going to rain tomorrow. He'll be like, your mom's going to rain tomorrow. You know what I mean? Car needs an oil change. Your mom needs an oil change. That's Jimmy. Just always with the mama jokes. Jimmy's a good friend of mine. He was the guy that, another very good friend of mine, a talented musician, says, I've got this old piano for sale, Steve. You want to buy it? I said, sure. What do you got to have for it? He said, $200. I don't think I knew Jimmy a month. I said, Jimmy, you got $200? He said, sure. Loan me $200 till Friday. Nothing to him, Another friend of mine says, Jimmy, I need to borrow a car. Jimmy said, here's the keys. This guy just gives and gives and gives. And the least we can do is give him a bunch of shit, right?
That's right.
There again, I don't have a whole lot prepared, but I did want to say a few words because I love this guy in ways that people just don't know.
I have another one.
Probably don't really care to know.
But that's our last line. So, if you got anything.
But I thought I'd take advantage of the chance just to say a few words and let everybody here know how much I love that guy right there.
I haven't made up my mind yet. I'm still doing this for
All right, Matt Ivy. Uh-oh, and he's the only sober one, so here we go.
Unleash the ginger beast.
Unleashing of the ginger beast.
I should have sat down and prepared me. All right, let's see.
Where do we begin? Where do you end?
Where do you end? Well, Jimmy, we've only known each other a couple of years, but it's been a hell of a good time. And I can honestly say that I appreciate you for being you. I appreciate the fact that after we got to know each other a little bit, you told me at first you thought I was a little slow. Now what do I think of that? Here's a dude who sometimes can't put a coherent sentence together telling me I'm a little slow. Here's a guy who dresses like he just came from or is going to a bowling league. Here's a guy whose pool I cleaned out last summer only to find it's housing a small ecosystem at this time. Seriously. Got his nasty ass drain pool. Well, at least he didn't drain it for me so I could clean it out.
Got pictures.
Got pictures of it.
Right with flip-flops on.
I'll get to that in a minute. But we pressure washed out, or I pressure washed out the muck and the grime, nasty smell, only to have it swampified not even 6 months later. We were going to get it all clean, have some fun, went to shit.
Pipes are busted.
Yeah, and while we were cleaning on it, again, I'm the slow one, I look over and see Mark Ryder in flip-flops cranking up Danny's chainsaw, about to take, he can't get it cranked, he's over there in flip-flops, about to chop his leg off if it came to. I'm the slow one. You need to check yourself, fool.
Check yourself.
That's Jimmy though, man, you take him for what he is. He's awesome. Once you get to know him, he's great. We'll sit at the bar and just talk.
about anything all night long. Usually come to some sort of conclusion that has just changed the world. It's great. So that's what I mean. You take him for what he is. He's a round, visor-wearing, punk-loving, life-living Polish wonder. I think that sums him up pretty good.
Yashimash.
You are anything but polished. Now, I haven't known him all that long. It's been a couple years. But in collecting all the pictures that you see going on here, I can tell that the hair has gone through many iterations. And I really, the last dude I loved, it looked like a muskrat kind of. So, what I'm going to refer to that as just your schizophrenic hair, because you just don't know. The one that I love is the gold, like platinum. You look like a pseudo-white 1986 Grace Jones.
Who also shared your birthday.
Oh,
See, perfect, Ivy.
so there we go. And the last thing I really want to talk about is the wisdom that you spread. One of the best lines I've ever heard. This was Jimmy 2 Fridays ago. I hate talking to drunk people when they aren't as wasted as I am. But regardless, we all love you. It's great to see you. Happy 40th. You're the shit.
All right. All right, Jimmy, I've got one more for you. This is from my sister Amanda. All right, Amanda says, I would like to say that I know and love Jimmy, but he's never been awake long enough for me to actually form an opinion. He basically has become competition for me on holidays, as he now eats a large portion of the apple pie and pumpkin crisp that used to be my go-to leftovers. Yeah, Jimmy, what was this I don't like dessert crap you fed us when you first met us? And yeah, so funny, you like bacon. My mom makes an absurd amount of it every time you're in town for you, but you sleep through breakfast. And she obviously got that incorrect because Dad always cooks. Yeah, bacon. So, we pretty much have to eat most of it on your behalf. Oh wait, hold on, I skipped the part. Yeah. But you sleep through breakfast, so we pretty much have to eat most of it on your behalf. And now we have a bacon holiday theme every year, and get a new savory treat you enjoy so that we can give my mom more ideas of random stuff to buy you. I think my favorite thing about you is the level of smartass you can deliver to any conversation. The kind of smartass comments where I have to stop talking, which does not happen often, and think, did this guy really just say something that hysterical? And yep, sure enough you did. You have a gift, Jimmy, and a responsibility to mankind to keep delivering one-liners that make us all smile. We love you. Happy birthday, Incrediboy. Seriously, your chin looks just like that cartoon's chin, I swear. Love, Amanda and Chris. All right. Also, some people that could not be here, Jen and Damien, wanted to say happy birthday and tell you they loved you. Bill also wanted to tell you happy birthday. We wish you could be here. Tanya, actually Tanya McGill put together a little video. Matt has it for you. We couldn't quite figure out how to work it to play, but Tanya definitely has a video for you and wanted you to know that she loves you. She's in Mexico. I mean, what can you do? God forbid. She couldn't come out of Mexico.
Bullshit.
I know, right? She's always in Mexico.
Spanish Jimmy comes in.
Yes, that is where Spanish Jimmy comes in. Thank you, Patrick.
Gracias.
Gracias.
Spanish Jimmy's always in a good mood.
Alright, anybody else? Jimmy Norris, it's your turn. Oh, Hudson. Hudson, come on.
Yeah.
I do love that you all dressed in Jimmy attire this afternoon with the visors and the plaid. And, yeah, awesome. Hudson, take it away.
Da-na-na-na-na. Da-na-na-na-na. Plaid. 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 Plaid to the bone. I think I'm really most proud of Jimmy and his
his work as an advisor to the Bacon Council of North Georgia. Seriously, he works tirelessly on behalf of bacon and all other pork products. He's so chock full of them, I think it is fair to say plaid, the other white meat. I gotta let you know too that there is no one that I would have rather spent the last night of my single life and the first night of my married life than my beautiful, wonderful partner, Jimmy Dutka. Jimmy was so kind as to almost get us kicked out of the DoubleTree, and I know it was his way of showing his undying love and support. It was a blessing, and I'm sure we're going to have a very long and prosperous friendship and marriage. The last thing that I wanted to say is something that my mom always told me, and I think it's important to share it with Jimmy right now. So Jimmy, I just want to let you know. What the? Yeah. Two plaids do not make a right.
Danny, are you sure? Come on, Danny.
Danny, get your ass up there and fucking do something now.
Oh, you're so shy. Oh, are you turning red under that tan?
Scott, he's like the shy Mexican.
Danny is our shy Mexican. Alright, who else? Oh, Ivy. Ivy's got something else.
This is something else from Paula, which I guess Sarah and I both talked to her, but I said, sum Jimmy up in a few words, and this is what Paula had to say. So, she said, you need more than a few words to sum up Jimmy. He's a character, he's a good guy, good friend, funny guy, and by far her sexiest doppelganger, even if he does think a football uniform is an outfit. How you think it's an outfit? Nice outfit.
Alright, Mr. Norris. Oh, yeah, you got it. I want to rip that thing out of your eyes.
Oh, get over it. Okay, get ready for the bombs to drop. These are going to be really bad. Okay, first and foremost, I have to say, I'm glad you cut your hair, so you do not look like Rutger Hauer and Jack Black fucked and had a kid. I'm dead serious. You're my boy. I have to say that though. Holy fuck. I never knew bacon could grow a fro. Bacon. Yes, exactly. You are what you eat, you fat fuck. I can say that. I'm as big as you are. And like I said, I'm gonna bomb. I drank a little bit too much last night. But Ryder, it's your birthday too. You're free as well. But I'm gonna tell you right now, the biggest gift your parents gave you was not making your last name White. Wow. Trust me. But if you notice, and this is complete ad-lib, but I think Jimmy has a Mark fetish. If you notice, like the three people he's always around, Mark Mann, Mark Ryder, Mark White. Woo! What are you trying to tell everybody?
Mark.
Oh, is that it? Yeah, that's what
Just Marks.
I didn't write anything. I'm just sitting up here bullshitting. But you are my boy. I work with you every day. Well, half of every day. Because you do get there around the crack of 1 or 2. So, but the joke still stands. The day you get to work before me, I owe you 3 shots. But I'm going to start tabulating every day that I get there before you because I'm not going to have to pay bar tab until I die. Happy birthday.
Thank you. All right, we done?
No. I did, also Mark White did want me to tell you that he was sorry he couldn't be here. I asked him to write some things down and he said he couldn't do it because it wouldn't be the same. And he is illiterate, so I don't even know if he can write. You think he can write his own name or does he just sign an X? Oh!
I don't know. He didn't have any money either,
Okay. Tim and Holly are on their way, so when they get here, we'll let Tim speak. Anyone else have anything to say right now?
Deanna does.
No, Deanna doesn't.
No, Deanna doesn't.
Public speaking.
Eric.
Eric will.
You'll go when we come back. All right, everybody have a drink, have fun, and uh-oh.
There we go. While we're waiting, does everyone do a little exercise? I like this one right here. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Just do it in here. Right here. And if you're in Minnesota, someone's getting a hot lunch. Oh yeah. Is that wrong?
It's just not right.
It's just not right. I love you. All right. Everybody have a drink. We're going to take a little couple minutes. You know Will has to get set up for trivia here in a little while, so. Jimmy, if you want to say anything, by all means.
I'm good.
You don't want to say anything? You have nothing to say.
Clock's in, Sam clock's out.
Roast yourself, Jimmy.
I'm actually truly amazed that this actually all came together. There are people here that I haven't seen in freaking forever. And there's so many like parts of my life here, different people from just different eras and whatever, and to see, you know, a lot of us, a lot of everybody knows everybody, but then a lot of people don't know who other people are. So to me, I'm like super overwhelmed.
Awesome.
This is
Just cry
definitely.
and get it over with. Shit.
Do what?
Just cry and get it over with.
Cry.
When I get drunk later, I might break down. Alright, so. Fuck yeah, you guys fucking rock. Thank you.
Get your hands off my daughter.